Hello, everybody. We're back for another episode of Move the Way You Want, Just Move. And we're continuing the conversation about weight loss. No, it's not about weight loss. What is it about, Rob, again?
it's we're essentially talking about weight loss, but we were last time we talked about, we were pointing toward the space of
Yeah.
before we get into any kind of body composition change. Even if it's weight loss. I mean, for some people, they're trying to gain weight. Some people are so thin that they need to gain weight. So we just call it, looking at that space before you make any determination of changing your body composition.
Yeah.
Is what we're talking about.
And so once that is done, once we get that it's, you know what? The other day I saw a quote, and it just spoke to me. And the quote was, "My body is a map of my life."
Mm.
And I thought it was really like insightful for me because I could see, okay, this I was 4 when I fell on my chin,
Yeah.
and I scarred myself here. Down here is like when I had my ovarian tumors. Like like I could see my life through it. Like now the older I get, I'm getting skin things, and the doctors keep telling me that's just because you were in the sun a lot. And I was like, okay, yeah, I was.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting that my body is not me. It's
Yeah.
just like, it's like past me. It just followed me through my life, and it's like proof. This is like proof that I've lived.
Yeah. Right.
Kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Most people
So,
say you don't get through life without bumps and bruises. What
yeah.
takes that bumps and bruises is the body. The body houses the spirit, and the spirit moves and navigates through, the world as we've created. It takes some, like you say, some broken fingers or some shoulder blades or collarbone issues. Yeah, that's pretty funny. I like that.
But it's also, it also aligns with what we were talking about uh, last time, where we were saying that even if you even if you don't increase your calorie intake,
Mm-hmm.
if you literally stop moving, you will see that in your body.
Yes. Yeah. And I don't know if we probably have, because I can't remember all the previous
Yeah.
talks, but again, scientifically, depending on which study you're looking at, but it's 35 to 40. We know it's tight in about that range where the body stops producing the same amount of lean muscle mass as it did the year before. So if at 35 you even did the same amount of exercise that you did prior to the years, you will notice an increase, or a change in your body composition, just because your body is no longer producing that amount of lean muscle mass. So scientifically, something is happening inside. And since it's not producing that same amount of lean muscle mass, that means less testosterone is available to the body. And that makes some changes for people because it's a hormonal change in the body. And that causes some thinking. And then, it goes on and on and on after that. But that is a large reason of why, right there, what you just said.
Yeah. When I had my hysterectomy, I didn't realize how the fact that I no longer had my ovaries. Like
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea the impact that it would have on my body
Yeah.
and on my mind. Like there was like a major adjustment because it was, like most women that go through menopause, they go through, you know, they learn like the the hormone stops, like the ovaries stop working slowly. It's not like a from one day
Oh,
to the
right.
next, you
Yeah,
have it or you don't, right?
yeah,
And so they learn to deal with it. And I didn't learn to to
yeah.
deal with it. It was like from one day to the next, it was like no more. And it was like really an incredible impact that it had on my body and on my mind.
Well, it happens for men too. I mean, you could, I don't know if they have it in Canada, but you could turn on the TV, any sports network, if you watch it long enough, they're gonna give you one of them commercials. Hey guys, everything's not right. Buy this pack of pills and everything will be right. You know, it's kind of like, yeah,
Yeah.
but they'll say stuff like your hair not growing like it should be, you know, which again is a byproduct of those hormones changing, you know, got a little bit less energy, you know, you know what they're alluding to when they're saying it or what they're trying to get
Yeah.
to motivate you by. But that is again because there's a hormonal change in the body and men don't handle it well either.
Yeah. I
You
bet.
know, they go straight to testosterone boosters and it drives their stuff into a spike where they have a little bit more energy, aggression, and than they've had before. And it's just as hard to balance, you know.
So that's just another reason why, you know, we don't want to start moving to lose weight because there's a problem with you, because, you know,
Yes,
there's stuff
yes,
that you just, it doesn't matter. Once you're past 35, your body is going to change.
it's going to change. And I just saw this earlier, um, you and Marina, and it said her definition of problem is a disagreement with reality.
Yeah.
So if you're starting your quest for body composition change with the problem that you're, you know, not right or not in the best state or not in the state, you know, then you have a disagreement with reality because after 35, 40, it ain't, your body's changing. The reality
Mm.
is you have not moved enough to maintain the weight you know, pretty much wanted to maintain. Truth is that what you think is cute is going to be subjective. Like you said, you look back at 32-year-old, you go, oh, she's a hottie, but at 32, you was probably,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, it's
Exactly. I'm
it's
part of
subjective.
this women's group, and you know, it's all about weight loss, and the girls are hilarious in that group. I'm telling you, they are the funniest people I've met. And one girl was saying something like, I'm so disappointed that I lost the best years of my life thinking
Mhm.
I was fat.
Yeah.
It's and it's true. It's all thinking. And it's like, you know, when I was 16, I thought I was fat. When I was 20, I thought I was fat. When I was 25, I thought I was like, it was always a persistent thing that I carried with me. And
Yeah.
just at one point I just said, okay, well, I what?
Can I ask you a question? Because
Yeah,
it just have you ever thought to yourself, like, and I probably has asked you this before, but it just hit me again when you said, you know, you were thinking, I'm
yeah.
fat, I'm fat. Have you ever thought of yourself as any other part of the body that you have? Have you ever woke up and said, you know what? Today I feel like I'm hair. Today I feel like I'm
Yeah,
very
no,
full of fluid.
never.
Today I feel like I'm just too much blood in my body today. I need to lose a little blood. Like, why is it only fat?
I
Why
know.
why is it like you have fingernails, you got hair, you got skin, you got blood, you got like why is it fat is the only thing that we could take a piece of, only a portion of. It's only a portion of the body,
Yeah.
but it can then define the whole body.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, people with there's about 206 bones in the body, but some people have 207. I think it's 206 to 211. Something like that. I can't remember off the bat, but some people may have one or two additional bones. They don't walk around like I'm a little more bony than the next person. No, like why is fat the thing we stick on? And that's what makes me think is some conditioning or thinking around it, or some type of, in my opinion, it was what the world did by marketing fitness a certain way
Yeah.
that created that gap. But yeah, I just, when you said that,
Yeah, yeah. No, I totally get it. Which brings me to, you said something earlier, and you said your quest into changing your body composition. It's a
Mhm.
little long, like weight loss is super quick, but there's so much weight on weight loss that I like, I like quest. My quest on changing my body composition. This is going to be the new thing, you know?
Well, it's just, yeah, it's just, I'm looking at my body and it's not what I like. Okay, I get that because I have those days, you know. So then I'm going on a journey to change my body composition because I do understand enough to know that it's going to be a journey. It won't happen overnight. And so then I'll sit down and paint realistically what it looks like if I want to achieve that. I know how much weight the body should lose in a healthy manner per week. I know how much it should gain. I know things that helps it gain. I know things that helps it lose. And then I'm going to play with those scientific factors in some type of art form, as in cardio, riding my bike more, or pick up some here, drop some there. But I'm also going to understand it's a journey. Every day won't go right because I'll be breaking some old habits. Every day won't be easy because I'll be doing new things. And so when I set my mind up for that, it makes it a little bit, for me at least, a little bit easier of a playing ground versus if I'm trying to get I think the last big thing I got ready for was a photo shoot about a year and a half ago, right before the pandemic. I was having it was going to be a fitness photo shoot. And I was like, I'm going back. I'm going back hard. And I jumped way back to things that I normally didn't do. Got a trainer, got back into the weights and all of that. And it was so funny because I went to this trainer thinking he was going to throw all these weights on me and my body was going to look this certain way. And all he worked on was me stretching and being more healthier for me. And I was like, I ended up without the body I wanted, but I felt significantly good. It wasn't the picture body I wanted for the pictures, but it sure as hell was the picture feeling.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like my
Yeah, yeah.
body felt great. It didn't look like the body type I had in my head for the picture. So then I started thinking like, wait, sometimes we have an image of what we think the feeling is we want to have. Well, then I realized I can have the feeling in this body. I can have the feeling in anybody, any type body style I have. So it just took a little weight off of it for me. Now I just get to play with the way I want to shape it, just like I get to play with whether I want to do podcasts or medium blog. It's whether I want to coach or train.
Yeah.
But it's the same type of play. It's the same type of play.
Fantastic. All right. Well, Rob, I just thought of what we're going to talk about in our next segment.
Got it.
All right. So, guys, this is what we're going to talk about in our next segment. We're going to talk about the science versus the art. And that's something that we actually, Rob and I, learned over the weekend.
Yes.
And I love that he brought this up. And we're just going to talk about it with you. And hopefully, it's going to make a difference. And I'm sure it's going to make a difference for me. Actually, I'm totally excited to talk about it. So, thank you again, Rob. Thank you for being here, and we're coming back soon. Take care, guys.